It's Friday Night Football, Week 12, and 20 Acadiana teams remain as the mercury rises. Select schools playing their quarterfinal matchups tonight. And in Lafayette, St. Thomas More faces Parkview Baptist, a team they faced in the Dome the past 2 years. Did the Division II championship come 2 rounds too soon? Rust versus Rest. After opening round byes, Catholic New Iberia and Notre Dame play their first postseason games of the year, the Pios needing to stay perfect to win a state title. And in our game of the week, Jennings meets Church Point, a game 12 weeks late. The Bears put their 8-game win streak on the line against the 10 seed. From St. Edmund to New Iberia, the second round of the playoffs separates true contenders from pretenders as the march to the Dome continues. Friday Night Football starts now. Thank you for staying up with us tonight. I'm Andrew Clay, as always, joined by Seth, my man Lewis. Seth, some of the matchups this week, just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no doubt. And how about Acadiana? 24 straight home playoff wins with the defending champs in town.
Yeah, that's another great matchup. Let's first head to our game of the week. Jennings and Church Point were scheduled to meet on week 1. Instead, Hurricane Harvey had other plans. The two only had to wait 12 weeks to finally meet, but this time everything was on the line. A father-son battle of sorts in this one as well. In the first quarter, Bears offense getting going on its very opening drive. Check it out. Gavin Richard finding some daylight, and he scores to put the Bears up 7-0. A nice long touchdown run there, but the Bulldogs respond on the very next drive. Cole Myers hitting Davian Madden, and the administrators, the stiff arm, he administrates the stiff arm. 7-all. Key to this game, though, Jennings' defense here. Zay Kavion gets the sack near the Bears' goal line. The next drive, the Bulldogs on 4th down. It's Myers keeping himself, and he'll find the end zone. 14-7 Jennings at the break. Third quarter now. Church Point, the faithful, hoping for a goal line stop, but Tyreek Saunier waltzes in on 3rd and goal. It's 21-7 Bulldogs. Jennings looking to go up 3 scores on the 4th on the field goal try, but the Bears block it to stay alive. Unfortunately for Church Point, the offense couldn't do their part here as Jennings picks up the win tonight. Jennings winning 28-7. Mike Cotter catching up with our winning coach.
Bear trap. That's what the Church Point Bears ran into Friday night on their home turf against Jennings. A swarming Bulldogs defense shut down Bears star running back Rodney Dupuis, making last week's 61-point offensive explosion against Carroll seem like a faint memory.
These are 9 seniors that 2 years ago had a rough year. We made the playoffs, but we were winning games 55-49. And so, I mean, you know, they grew up last year. And they seem to be a senior program on defense.
To give you an idea of just how well Jennings' defense played tonight, last week, Church Point's offense put up over 400 yards in the first half. Tonight, they were held to just over 200 yards for the game. Beware the Bulldogs. They're hungry, and they're feeling good after a 28-7 road win here at Church Point. For Friday Night Football's Game of the Week, I'm Mike Carter, KATC Sports.
Man, they clean up fast at Church Point. Jennings faces the winner of Iowa and Crowley. Second half, Iowa up 15. Crowley has possession. Marquise Garrett makes a pass, and Wyatt Stelly catches it, but it's stopped inches from the goal line. Same drive. Crowley's Marquise Garrett is going to drop back and make the short pass at the goal line to Desmond Harmon in the end zone. He makes the catch and the touchdown. It makes it 15-6 Iowa and Crowley trailing. Now, Crowley has possession. Garrett is going to throw a long bomb. He has one of the best arms in really Acadiana. Wow. Here, a beauty to Chris Lewis, and he is going to make a couple moves.
Is that Nelson Aguilar out there?
Oh, what?
And
he's going to score the touchdown to make it 12-15 Iowa. Crowley comes back to win this one 24-15. So now Jennings meets Crowley in the state quarterfinals next weekend a big matchup of local teams in Jeff Davis Parish. Now, from 3A to Division III, Notre Dame earned the top seed and a first-round bye. The Pios, who are 9-0, began their championship push at home against a 10-2 Episcopal team out of Baton Rouge. Now, Notre Dame has only won one game this year by less than 30 points. That's what we call foreshadowing. First quarter, Pios driving. Noah Bourgeois rushes for the first down. That would lead to quarterback Garrett Bergeron pushing the pile and into the end zone. The refs would come in seconds later to confirm the TD. Pios lead 7-0. Later in the first, Colin Kirsch, the running back, breaks into open field and rumbles with a stiff arm and a truck stick for the 25-yard gain, and that would set up a John William Lamb field goal. 10-0 Notre Dame, and it is Notre Dame, the Pios, rolling 45-0. Now, Catholic of New Iberia opening its path to NOLA in Division III, hosting Calvary Baptist. First quarter, Panthers waste no time getting on the board. Jaden Stokes finds a crease and is off to the races. 55-yard touchdown run. Catholic leads it 7-0. Now, next drive for Catholic, we see how the ground game sets up the air attack. Diallo Landry off the play action.
Such a good throw.
Peter LeBlanc, very nice throw over the top of the defense. A 50-yard score, 14-0.
So talented.
Still in the first quarter, Landry rolling out to the left, and he's going to find Stokes, who makes one man miss.
Across his body.
And then he is just going to dart down the sideline and cut back in for an 80-yard touchdown. You want to talk about fireworks. They were definitely happening there at New Iberia. 21-0 Panthers. Now 21-7. Landry says, do what you do, but watch my shoes. The QB makes it to the open field, then shows off the wheels that makes him one of the best athletes in the area. 65-yard touchdown run. The Catholic of New Iberia rolls in this one, 49-28. Now with the win, Catholic of New Iberia will meet Isidore Newman in next week's semifinals. Meanwhile, Notre Dame wins, and they will face either Riverside Academy or Dunham. Right now, Riverside leading Dunham 35-21 in the third quarter.
Acadiana taking on Landry Walker. Fourth quarter action. Wrecking Rams on the move and would cash in. It's Dylan Monette on the veer, taking the handoff, and it's 41 yards for the score. 7-0 Acadiana on top. Later, after the Bucks muffed that punt, Acadiana would take it to the air. It's Jalen Burrell with a tight end dump over the middle. 23 yards untouched for the TD. PAT making it 14-zip Rams. Landry Walker, though, would respond. Harris to Bobby Morgan, who juggles it and makes the fingertip grab. What a play, going 38 yards for the score. 14-7. Another Bucks turnover that put the Wrecking Rams in good field position, and they would do what they do. Ziggy Francis getting ziggy with it, takes it down the left sideline all the way to the 2. A few plays later, what you start, you will finish. Only this time it's Caitlin Shelvin doing the honors for the score. Made it 21-7. Acadiana holding on for a 24-22 win over Landry Walker, and with the win, they will head on the road to play at Live Oak, who upset 6th seed East Ascension tonight, 34-26. Of course, if you miss any scores tonight, you can always check on the bottom of our screen. Brought to you by Popeyes.
But first, it's Top Squad time, brought to you every week by Cox Communications.